Hello, everyone. I would like to thank our panelists for that wonderful panel, very educational. I'd like to also remind our audience that they should please not forget to tweet their experience using hashtag CSI 2018 Summit. Also, CSI's Twitter handle is @USCSI. Up next, we will be treated to a presentation by the Honorable Demetrios Marantis from Visa, to be followed by a panel on digital services and SME growth. Demetrios, if you're in the audience, please come on up. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. A funny thing happened to me a couple of weeks ago. I was having lunch in Shanghai with a colleague, and when it came time to pay my bill, I couldn't. The restaurant neither accepted cash nor my Visa card. And it made me realize it's kind of a perfect metaphor where we are in 2019. I found myself caught between two phenomena that are shaping the world today. The first is the elimination of cash, and the second are the trade distortions affecting digital services. So my Captain Obvious comment for the day is the world is going digital. We are in the midst of what some call the fourth industrial revolution, with digital technologies rapidly emerging, proliferating, and interacting. For Visa, this could not be a more exciting time. Our mission is to connect the world through the world's most innovative, reliable, and secure digital payment network, enabling individuals, businesses, and economies to thrive. And the idea of a cashless society is becoming increasingly real. Around the world, digital payments are becoming so ubiquitous that cash is on the verge of disappearing in certain cities and countries. But that transformation involves more than people dipping or tapping their credit or debit cards in stores. New digital channels and ecosystems are reshaping the retail environment. By definition, the vast majority of these transactions involve digital payments. And when we look at all the innovation taking place in payments and digital finance, one of the things that we are most excited about is e-commerce. E-commerce is changing the world by allowing merchants and consumers to reach each other from anywhere. No longer is a consumer limited by the inventory of the local store that she is in, nor are merchants limited to the foot traffic of their immediate locale. Small businesses and entrepreneurs, especially in developing countries, are among the greatest beneficiaries of the emerging digital economy. Through online commerce, a small business, whether in DC, Delhi, or Dakar, has instant access to a global customer base. And digital payments allow these buyers and sellers to transact securely and seamlessly, regardless of their physical location. However, we are today in a world in which some governments are trying to erect borders in cyberspace. Some countries are implementing fundamentally protectionist policies that will undermine the promise of e-commerce. This trend is accelerating. The situation is worse today than it was just 2 or 3 years ago. In many cases, these barriers take the form of data localization mandates or limits on cross-border data flows. In our own industry, we have seen dozens of countries enact national payment system laws designed to favor domestic retail payment suppliers and squeeze foreign companies out of the local market. Such regulations may be undertaken for ostensibly positive intentions, such as protecting a citizen's data or supporting affordable access to financial services. But these measures often undermine those stated policy objectives, and they cause a broader range of trade distortions, which have the same perverse effect as tariffs. So what we should do is we should go back to the future and apply the standard rules of trade to cyberspace. Barriers should fall rather than rise. Though the digital world may be new and evolving rapidly, we need to look back at the same principles that guided the formation of the GATT in 1947. Global and local technology companies need recourse to international rules in the face of protectionism. So which policies should governments adopt to allow the digital ecosystem to flourish? Well, I have a fabulous 5. First, ensure the free flow of data across borders. The digital economy relies on data. Closing off data is akin to sealing off your economy from global commerce. Second, maintain a level playing field so that domestic and international suppliers compete on the basis of their value and functionality, rather than on preferential treatment or barriers. Third, ensure technology neutrality. None of us can predict the future, and no government should mandate the use of a particular technology that will become obsolete the moment that that mandate goes into effect. Fourth, facilitate interoperable technology standards. These allow innovators to develop new capabilities and avoid the fragmentation that tends to arise from closed-loop systems. And finally, fifth, governments need to get real on localization. Instead of obsessing over the physical location of data centers, policymakers should consider the current reality. Businesses and consumers are more secure when global networks can see transactions in multiple countries at once. Some governments are already pursuing and coordinating these policies through various international fora, including international trade agreement negotiations. The 11 remaining members of TPP will bring their agreement into force next year with strong rules to facilitate digital trade. The new US-Canada-Mexico agreement incorporates and enhances these digital trade rules. And the WTO is looking to launch e-commerce negotiations to promote open, transparent, non-discriminatory, and predictable regulatory environments. This is a big, messy set of issues, but we need to solve it quickly. I'm headed back to China soon and really want to be able to pay for my dumplings. Thank you.